Hello, my name is Brad Bodnarchuk, and welcome to the Half a Dozen Hospitality Podcast, where we discuss everything hospitality, from the food on the plate to the teams that make it happen and the community that drives this industry forward. On this podcast, we sit down and chat with some of the most exciting, inspiring, and innovative minds that make up one of the most dynamic industries that there is today. And today, I have the pleasure of sitting down with none other than me, Brad, your host. Welcome to episode 000, guys. I am super excited about this podcast, but I'm also super excited about this episode. This episode gives me an opportunity to chat with you one-on-one, the listener or the viewer. One of the things that I've struggled with is defining my why. Why am I doing this? Why a podcast? Why a hospitality podcast? To be completely honest, because I'm extremely passionate about food and people and have been since I can remember. At the age of 16, I was given the opportunity to scoop ice cream, pour coffees, make cinnamon buns, and make really, really bad ice cream cakes all under one roof. And it was at that moment that I knew this was an industry that I wanted to be involved in. It allowed for me to interact with people and also be around food. Two things that at the time I wasn't really aware of how much I enjoyed, but now I can see, looking back, on how imperative those two things were in my development and going after the jobs that I wanted through my teenage years and young adult years. So it has me here today. I'm in front of you as a new podcaster with the Half a Dozen Hospitality Podcast because I am super passionate about this industry. I love everything about it. I love the trends. I love the food. I love the people. I love the rooms. I love the challenges the industry faces, and I love the people that make up this space. So not just the consumers, but I love the entrepreneurial spirit, and I love the entrepreneurs of this space. People that come in and they really help push the envelope, and they push the trends that you and I, the consumer, are attracted to, or not attracted to, depending on the space. So that is who you can expect to hear on this podcast. On this podcast, I will sit down with those exciting, inspiring, and innovative people, whether they are restaurateurs, entrepreneurs, head chefs, designers, you name it. If someone is in the hospitality space, I want to and will aim to sit down with them and pick their brain. Why do I want to do this? I want to give context and a story that I think is missing right now. I want for us, the consumers, the people that go in and we enjoy these spaces, we enjoy those plates, or we enjoy these products, these experiences, and I want to create the story that is between the finished product and how it started. And I think a lot of that starts with the people. It's the chefs, it's the entrepreneurs, it's the restaurateurs, it's the designers. What is the vision they had? Why are they doing it? What about this space makes them tick? And what about this space, part of me, makes them want to change trends, push the envelope, etc. So on this podcast, you can expect for me to sit down with people that are doing just that and giving you guys more context to some of your favorite restaurants, some of your favorite products, some of your favorite designers and the rooms they've created. Come here to find out that information, find out their why, find out how it was created, something that I'm super excited about. Also, a question that I've been asking myself and have been asked many times is, who am I to have a podcast? Fantastic question. I'm just a guy that's super passionate, has a GoPro, went out and bought a recorder and a mic, and now I'm doing a podcast. It's just that simple. When I thought about this, when I sat there and thought, am I ready? Do I really want to put this out there? I did a lot of research on YouTube, through Google, listening to other podcasts, and the consistent message I had from those that were out there doing it was, if you have something to say, say it. We live in a space, in a time right now where it is so accessible and so easy to share what it is you want to share. Are you passionate about something? Turn on that camera, turn up that mic, hit record, and share it. That has been the message that I've received from majority of people that I see in this space, be it podcasting or just on social media. They are just unapologetically, doing what they want to do. So I implore you, if that is you, do it. The fact that I'm sitting here right now in front of a camera on a mic talking about this podcast should be a testament to all of you that just get out of your own way and do it. I'm no different from any of you. So whether 5 people listen to it or whether 5 million people listen to it, if you have something to say it. What else? What can you expect from the podcast? We talked about the guests. You can also expect it to be launched, it to be published once a week, every week. So every Wednesday, you're going to get a new episode from me with a guest talking about whatever it is they specialize in, but also picking their brains on everything else that is the hospitality industry. Things they like, they don't like, things that make them tick, challenges they're having. I think, again, this is going to allow for some great context and great stories for us, the consumers, to better understand what makes this industry work and what challenges this industry faces. How can you listen? You can listen like this on iTunes, on SoundCloud. Also, you can consume this podcast on YouTube as well. If you want more context, if you want to see who it is I'm speaking to, you want to see where the interview took place, just tune into YouTube as well. How can you support the podcast? You can support the podcast by liking, subscribing, or sharing. You can like us on iTunes, ideally a 5-star rating. You can like us on Facebook and share us there. You can like us on YouTube and share those links with your friends. That is how I will know the message is getting out there, by the likes and the shares and the support. And the big thing that I'm learning is subscribing. So if you have it within you to hit that subscribe button, please do so. And you can expect, as I mentioned, a new podcast every Wednesday from me and an innovative, inspiring, and exciting guest from the hospitality industry. In the interest of keeping this succinct, I'm going to end it there. I just wanted to take time to explain to you guys my why. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because simply I'm really passionate about this space, and I want to be able to tell stories for people that don't necessarily have the opportunity to tell those stories. This can be and is a very challenging and thankless industry, and I think I know this podcast will allow for some light to be shone on those that really do deserve it. So I want to thank you guys so much for your support already, for tuning into episode 000. Again, call to action, like, subscribe, and what was the last one? Share. Don't forget to share this with your friends. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I am Brad Bodnarchuk. This is the Half a Dozen Hospitality Podcast. I appreciate you so much tuning in, and I look forward to giving you guys some great content about the hospitality industry and what makes it tick. In the meantime, be good, do good.